Hey guys!
So today we're going to talk about our haul and slight review of our purchases from the Charlotte Tilbury Canada launch. You guys may or may not know Charlotte Tilbury is a very famous celebrity makeup artist that's British, and so she had a huge launch in the UK a couple years ago. It was a huge success, launched in the States, amazing, and then now they finally brought it to Canada last week.
Yay! First one, and it was in Toronto, lucky us, because we're in Toronto. And it actually, she launched it in Holt Renfrew on Bloor Street, and that was pretty exciting. They had a big launch party a week ago. Yeah, a week ago. I was able to go. She wasn't.
I had my internship, but
she had work. So I went for her, and it was pretty exciting. There was a lot of cameras everywhere. Everyone thought it was like a superstar coming in. It was pretty cool.
She is, kinda.
Yeah, and I got to kind of see her. I saw a glimpse of her. There's just too much paparazzi everywhere, I swear. But she was a lovely lady. I didn't get to talk to her, unfortunately, but I did get to see her.
So there's a lot of actually footage online on her actual YouTube channel. If you guys want to go check that out, it will be there. So Lena and I went on different times. She went at the launch. She got like a whole makeover.
Yeah, that was fun. It was a complimentary makeover. I got my entire face done. All the items or products were Charlotte Tilbury's.
So the image behind the launch is trying to make makeup very easy for ladies. She was basically just trying to push the poll, saying that 50% of women didn't wear makeup because they didn't know how to. So a lot of their makeup is very self-explanatory, very easy to use, especially her eyeshadows and blushes. They have like the 1, 2, 3, 4, like four easy steps to follow. So that's the whole idea behind the launch. So we'll talk about that.
So these are the 4 products that we bought. We have a mascara, a bronzer and highlighting kit, eyeshadow, and lip liner.
Eyes to Mesmerise in the shade Antoinette is described as an oyster gold. The texture is very mousse-like, so it's extremely easy to blend. And unlike other paint pots or kind of cream eyeshadows, I find that the playtime for this is extremely long, and you're able to build the color, but you will have to let it dry in between. Finish for this eyeshadow is very metallic-y. As you can see, it's quite reflective, and it's actually very warm toned compared to some other bronzy shades I've seen. Pillowtalk is a pink mauve shade that actually fits my natural lip color very well. I do find the formula a bit drying, but that's because once you put it on and once it sets, it really does not budge. Lena and I actually went out for dinner, and after I left the swatch on, I took a napkin and it would just not come off. So that's a good thing, but I wouldn't fill my entire lips in unless I have lip balm underneath it. Honestly, Charlotte Tilbury's packaging is at its very best for this Filmstar Bronze and Glow. As I was talking to the ladies that worked for the makeup, they were telling me how this packaging is inspired by vintage cigarette boxes. And Charlotte Tilbury herself is a smoker, so that explains it. The packaging is extremely hefty and has a weight to it, which makes it feel extremely luxurious. I also like the rose gold coloring, and it's so pretty. The finish of these 2 products, I would definitely say that the highlighter is a lot more pigmented and creamier, and as you can see here, it's super pigmented. But the bronzer isn't as much. It does have a cool undertone, and it does take a couple of swatches to get a very opaque color for you to see. Definitely I would not use this for bronzing, but more so contouring because of the taupey gray undertones. Charlotte Tilbury's Full Fat Lashes promises 5 things: curl, separation, volume, length, and drama. I do have to say that this mascara is extremely good for separation, and it lengthens very well, and it does give a bit of volume. Here you can see applying the mascara, very thin very, very small coat, I think. But the thing is, I find that because I do have very thin lashes and straight lashes, it does tend to weigh it down. But you can see that there's a big difference in length. I just have to make sure I curl it right after.
I really like this Ice to Mesmerize cream shadow. I think it's one of my favorite ones currently because of its blendability. It just blends really nicely, I think. And I use it mostly as a base, and it gives a really nice warm shimmery, like a different dimension, and it's just really nice to top it with brown eyeshadow because I'm usually more of a neutral eyeshadow kind of girl. So this is really good addition.
It's also $35, which is a very steep price tag.
It's around like $40,
$40.
It's pretty pricey, yeah. So there are definitely alternatives, and she uses the Maybelline Color Tattoo. And I think these are pretty similar if you want to go for, because this was how much?
That was like $7.
$7, way, way cheaper. It is pretty similar, but there's definitely the differences. This one is definitely a lot less easy to blend, whereas this one is a lot creamier.
The closest you can get in the drugstore in terms of dupes, in texture-wise, would be the Drew Barrymore Flower line. She has cream eyeshadows, and also the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows. Those are also very moussey texture.
But I think this is going to be one of my staples.
She really likes it.
Really
yeah.
like it.
I tried it. It was beautiful. Yeah. So the product I'm going to talk about is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Resize Reshape Lip Liner in Pillowtalk. So I absolutely love this. This is actually my first lip liner. I don't normally use lip liners, but I do have very thin lips, so I thought that this is a great idea to try. Goss Wayne, makeup artist, has absolutely raved about this product, so is Toddy on YouTube, so I really wanted to get my hands on it. I have like a natural mauve-y lip, so this was a very close match. It was slightly nuder, but I find that if you top it off with like a pink, and you tried like a little red earlier, right? And it works very well with
it does. It really like outlines the shape of your lip, and especially for girls like her, like she has naturally really thin lips, so adding a lip liner really gives it more of a
like just a bit of an outline really makes a difference, I find. So the third product we're going to talk about is the, I think it's called, what is it called? It's the Filmstar Bronze and Glow set. So this is a really nice set because it has 2-in-1. Instead of carrying 2 products, you know, like in your bag, you can just carry 1 product. Saves a lot of room. And so the whole kind of theme is an easy to use Filmstar Glow Hollywood look. Lena actually has it on it.
Just a bit.
She didn't tell me. When she walked in, I'm like, Lena, your face is like glowing. Like that's exactly what I said, right? It does. No, like in person, she just has like a very nice, healthy, dewy look, and I think that's all the rave this summer and this upcoming month. What's really nice about the contour shade is that some people use it as a bronzer, but this one is definitely more of a contour just because it has more of a cool taupe undertone, so it's really good for creating shadows, you know, contouring your nose, your cheekbones, stuff like that. They're both a pearlized kind of dewy, they've got shimmer in it is what I'm trying to say, but the contour doesn't have enough shimmer for you to look like a disco ball. It just has a bit to make everything look really, make your skin look really smooth. So this is definitely, if I was going to get one product, I would definitely grab.
I love it. I really like it. And I love how it's just together, because I have too much stuff in my makeup bag.
Yeah,
so.
we girls have too much stuff. And lastly, of our 4 products, I have the mascara. So the wand is kind of, it's not a rubber bristle. This is going to focus. I don't know if it's going to focus. Okay. It's more of like a, it's got just a very stiff shaft. It doesn't really, it's not really flexible, and it has a very traditional mascara shape, which I actually prefer. It has a very plushy finish, so I find that it makes my lashes look very natural, and it depends. If you put too much, it will clump.
Well, but that happens to all mascaras.
With all mascaras. But if you put 2 or 3, I find just even two light coats.
2 coats is good.
It still looked good, right? That's what I have on today, and I find it separates my lashes really well. But because I do have really kind of like straight lashes, after I curl it and apply the mascara, it does tend to like fall flat. But that's really easily fixable if you just curl lashes again, is what I like to do. It's really water resistant, so like taking it off at night is kind of a pain. It's not as easy as some of my other mascaras, but it is not waterproof. It's very water resistant. So if you guys, you know, you gotta think about, Lena only wears water.
I only wear waterproof,
mascara.
so I didn't get that one. I recommended it to her. I was like, I think she should definitely get it. So if you're not one of those like, oh, it needs to be waterproof, then it's a wonderful
It's a really
mascara.
great
Like I
mascara.
got it put on me at the launch and I loved it. It was like instant, like boom. It was like volume, just changed,
length,
It was so good.
separation, yeah.
But the only thing was that it wasn't waterproof because I have to have it waterproof.
She's a waterproof mascara
Yeah,
girl, and I'm not, so I got it instead, so it worked out really nice.
So these are the 4 products. We had a lot of fun playing around with them.
So let us know if you have any more questions that we weren't able to answer in our video, and leave it in the comments, please.
We will get back to you.
And let us know if there's any other cosmetic kind of brands that you want us to take a look at.
And we'll see you guys next week. Bye!